Hi there, my name is Dimitris Harlabidis, and in this video I will be presenting you the standard form of a line. Let's do a quick review of what we have learned so far. So far, if you follow my order in my videos, you will know that we have introduced the slope-intercept form of a line. Slope-intercept form, which is the form y equals mx plus c. Why did we call that slope-intercept form? Because this here is the slope and c is the line's y-intercept. Now, we should learn that apart from that form, a line can also be written in another form, which is called standard form. In this case, we have to say that the standard form of a line is actually the form ax plus by is equal to c. This is the standard form of a line. So anything we see written like that, we should know that it basically represents a line. Now, we need to be able to find such a form. Like we did before, still we're talking about lines. So still, in order to determine the equation of a line, regardless of its form, we still need either 2 points. Let's write that here as well, that to determine a line's equation, I either need 2 points of the line or 1 point and the slope. So similarly, if we want to find the standard form of a line, that's all we need. 2 points or 1 simple point and the line's slope. Let's see an example. Find the standard form of a line when it is known that it passes through the points A 3, 6 and B 5, 10. Here, as a methodology, we have to mention the following, that in step 1, I just need to calculate the slope-intercept form, which is the form, as I said before, of y equals mx plus c. And in step 2, all that I need is do some rearrangement. Now, let's begin with step 1. It is known that the slope-intercept form is the form y equals mx plus c. To uniquely determine it in this case, I need to find the unique values of m and of c. So I'll begin with m, which is the slope, and I know that with regards to the slope, there is a certain formula. We have the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which in our case, x1, y1, x2, y2 could be these, x1, y1, x2, y2. So in our case, y2 minus y1 is 10 minus 6 over 5 minus 3. It's 4 over 2 is equal to 2, which means that so far we have the form y equals 2x plus c. In order to calculate the value of c, I need to use a point. Any of them could work. So I'm going to use point A. What do we mean use point A? There was a poem regarding a line's point, which goes as follows. A point lies on a line when its coordinates satisfy the line's equation, which means that if I properly use the coordinates of the point, in this case 3 and 6, and substitute them in places of x and y respectively, 3 is the x coordinate, so I should substitute it instead of x. 6 is the y coordinate, so I should substitute it in terms of y respectively. So if I'm taking these coordinates and substituting them, what will come up will be true, will be something that is considered to be a valid statement. So this means that 6 equals to 2 times 3 plus c is true. So 6 is 6 plus c. So 6 minus 6 is c, which means that c is 0, which means that after all, we have the y equals 2x plus 0. But this is the slope-intercept form, and we just needed the standard form. By looking at the standard form, which was the form I originally wrote down, we can see what? That the x's and y's are all gathered on one side, while on the other side, we have what is left. We have the constants. So in order to produce the standard form, I should do exactly that. Bring x's and y's on the same side. Will that side be the left one? Will that side be the right one? It's up to us. Okay, so I'm going to bring everything on the left. So minus 2x plus y equals 0. And that's all. This is the standard form. This is what I wanted to find. Now, I want us to be extra careful on the following. Assume, for instance, that the proper way that this will be introduced, and especially as we grow older, let's say in the IB or in the A levels, if, for instance, if y is 2/3 x plus 1/3, then the standard form would have been minus 2/3 x plus y equals 1/3. But look at here, the proper standard form is this form, ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are integers. This means that a, b, and c should be whole numbers. Now, I was able to do the first part. I started from here, 2/3 x plus 1/3, and I gathered x's and y's on one side and the constant on the other. But with regards to the second part, are the coefficients all whole numbers? No, they're not. Clearly, minus 2/3 is not a whole number. 1/3 is also not a whole number. How can I make them? How can I convert them into whole numbers? The tip here would be to multiply by the LCM. So the LCM in this case is number 3. Go in that and multiply it by 3. So it should be minus 2/3 times 3x plus 3 times y equals 3 times 1/3, which means that we will end up to minus 2x plus 3y being equal to 1. And this would have been the standard form. So what should we keep from this video? We should keep the fact that standard form is just another way to express a line. Through this way, we have a line being presented as something times x plus something times y equals to a constant number. The key here is that both x's and y's are gathered on the same side. How can I find the equation of a line in standard form? Again, I would need to know either 2 points or 1 point and the line slope. And then I would begin by calculating the line's slope-intercept form. And once I had that, I would just rearrange its terms. That's all. I hope it makes sense. I hope I made things kind of easier. In case you still have questions, in case you need to clarify something more, please don't be shy, be confident, leave your question as a comment below the video. That's all for now. I'll see you in one of my next videos. As always, thank you for your time.